It is old-timey music week here on Whodunnit because we are watching
The Chelsea Detective.
Which, of course, means that I have Elvis Costello's Watching the Detective stuck in my head. I don't know why this leans more into Elvis Costello Watching the Detectives versus any other show about detectives we've done. But this one really hits Elvis Costello. Yeah, I don't know why. And that, I don't know why, leads me right into OMDs. Forever Never Die. I don't know why. Like, it's just like there's lots. It's just old timey music week here. We've got
old timey.
Okay, 80s
and 90s.
No,
right,
90s. Right. Elvis Costello was 70s. We're talking 40 and 50 years ago with these songs.
Okay,
that is old timey music.
Okay,
that may as well be like Bing Crosby.
I think of old timey music as a honky tonk piano song, like a player piano.
Like a player piano?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. It is not quite as old-timey as player
piano. I guess you're right. Yeah, it is. Like Motown is old-timey.
Motown
Disco is old-timey.
This is 50 years old. This is old-timey music.
You're right.
I don't know. There's no, you know what? Everything's a blur. We live in a postmodern deconstructionalist world. Fashion, music, it's all put it in the blender with some acai and drink it down for lunch. That's what's going on.
Yeah. Which is an interesting introduction for this show, which is absolutely none of that.
Well, let's tell you about what you are listening to. You are listening to Whodunnit.
Oh, yeah, Whodunnit. We make wild guesses about fake TV crimes. Join our Patreon.
Patreon.com/Whodunnit podcast. You'll get bonus content like extra material that we do, extra votes in the season poll. For next season, we're done with this season's for now. And Jessica keeps talking about a live show.
Yes,
she's working on it.
We're going to do a live
Eventually
show.
It'll happen. We'll get there. So yes, come on, join the fun. Let us know all your thoughts and what like songs come into your head when you listen to these shows. Yeah. Give us the soundtrack for Chelsea Detective in your brain. And there we go. Jessica, tell us about Chelsea Detective. And you are positively giddy over there with all this information on this show. So let's just dive in.
Okay, so we are doing the Chelsea Detective. We are doing season 2. Episode 4, which is the finale of season 2. They have short seasons.
Oh my God.
As the British do.
Even for the British, 4 episodes a season is short.
Well, is it? I don't know.
I mean,
4 to 6?
Give me at least 6. 6 to 10, I feel like is like how many episodes do you get in a Doctor Who season?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either, but 4 and then there's like EastEnders, which is like, come on, EastEnders puts everybody to shame. Like Chelsea Detective's like, we'll give you 4 a year versus like EastEnders, which is going to give you like 20 a week.
So many of the cast are working on EastEnders. Or Coronation Street. So everybody's got to go.
Everybody's got their day jobs. Isn't that amazing? Like everybody's got their day jobs in one show and then they're working on this other show in the background. It's just like, yeah, I've got this project on the side over here. What is it? Well, it's a prestige drama for BBC One. Wait, hold up. I thought you meant like this like one person show down on the east. Like no, I mean a BBC. Okay, that's your side hustle. Well, you know, times are tough right now. May all your side hustles be BBC One shows.
Yes, or BBC Two,
or
BBC Three. It's starting to sound like
another
old-timey song.
An old-timey Austin Powers song. There you go. We are all about the music this week.
Yes,
but we haven't given anybody the logline for Chelsea Detective. Yes. So tell us Chelsea Detective logline.
Detective Inspector Max Arnold, whose lifestyle on a battered houseboat in Chelsea's Chinese Walk, is that how you say that?
You got me?
Contrasts sharply with the affluent elite whose crimes he helps solve alongside his partner, DS Layla Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that is true. That is the current. There was in the first season another DS.
Yeah.
Sunita Henry played that role, and she went on to other things such as Deadpool Wolverine and
just small things.
Some other really cool TV shows as well.
Where she didn't actually need a side hustle for the BBC One show side hustle.
Yes. Yeah. DS Layla Walsh is played by Vanessa Emmy. She's an Irish Filipina, which you don't come across people who are Irish Filipinas too often. And she's fantastic. She's also done Dublin Murders, Midsomer Murders, Discovery of Witches. So you may have seen her in that. She was also in the National Theater show Mosquitoes with Olivia Colman, which also was turned into a film. So you may have seen that if you do the National Theater
National Theater Live
things.
But you had a little couple shows in there, which was like Midsomer Murders and then Another Murders.
Dublin Murders.
Could we just start adding murders to every TV show we do? Like, let's just
LA Murders.
LA Murders.
Northridge Murders.
High Potential Murders. Everything. EastEnders murders, like everything gets a murders on it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's the logline of the show. It's a crime mystery thriller. Not too much comedy, but every once in a while there's some lightness or teasing
there
that
is some
happens.
Lightness and teasing, and he is, yeah.
Like I remember, again, sorry, from the first season, DS, played by Sunita Henry, says to Max Arnold, the detective, Inspector Max Arnold, "Oh, are you going back to your smelly houseboat?"
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks for giving us the other scent." Or the sense.
No, that's
because
absolutely true.
Because when you think of houseboats, you're like, oh, so pretty.
So pretty and posh. And
yeah.
the whole, if you just read the log line, the idea that he's living in a houseboat, you're among the upper crust too. But he's like, oh, no. This, the point is that this is supposed to be a guy who, is getting pushed out of his neighborhood because he doesn't have the money. It's gentrifying around him. And he is a little lower class for it. And there's all these posh people now taking over. So yes, this idea that he's living on a houseboat, I'm like, are you really being pushed out? You're living on a houseboat.
Yeah.
But it's also he's very, he's almost a hipster. He rides his bike everywhere. He's very particular about his coffee. He really is very particular about his coffee. It's a whole through line in the first episode about getting a coffee, his genius espresso maker coffee machine back from his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's almost hipster. So, yes, that line, your smelly, battered houseboat, yes. Because then you're like, oh, yeah. You live on the river. It's probably got all kinds of mold and just, bachelor life going on. You're right.
Yeah.
Bringing that extra sense in, which you don't see, is oh, yeah, that brings it home.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because otherwise, he's a hipster. It has an outdoor area. It looks nice.
It's very Harrow.
Yes, it's very Harrow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we should have a Harrow and Max
100%.
Arnold off.
Harrow versus Chelsea Detective.
In Instagram. The episode we are watching today, as I said, it's Season 2, episode 4.
I just want to butt in for a second. I have to remind you, Series 2, Jessica.
Sorry.
Series 2. We've done how many British shows in a row now, Jessica? Come on, get with the program. Series 2.
Series 2, episode 4, A Crime of Passion.
Oh.
And so we're going to be doing a couple of episodes around fruit and vegetables. This is the first one.
Wait a minute.
This is the theme.
Okay. This is news to me. I retract my music statement. This is a fruit and vegetable episode. Oh, please. Do we have to refer to them in their British sayings? Can I say
fruit and veg?
fruit and veg, and what is cucumber over there? Or eggplant,
aubergine.
Aubergine, do we have to refer to them as aubergine as opposed to eggplant? You have to tell me when I'm going out of bounds here, Herd.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the logline of this episode, which is called A Crime of Passion. I kind of wanted it to be like Carrot of Passion, which if it were a different show, maybe it would be something like that.
Maybe it's a crime of passion fruit.
Passion fruit, exactly.
I think passion fruit is a little too weird for British tastes. I literally don't know that I can picture anybody in Britain eating a passion fruit.
But they have it all the time on British
don't.
Bake Off. People are like, I'm putting in a passion fruit into this.
They use
recipe,
rose water. I don't know about passion. And whenever somebody puts in passion fruit, they're always like, oh my gosh, that's so exotic. Look at you putting all these flavors. You have such good sense with flavors. It's such a
mild flavor. And they get so excited about it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's milder than raspberries, I would say.
I would agree.
The passion fruit. Anyway.
Passion and dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is also another one that you're just it's such a great name. It's got such a beautiful purple hue to it. You really want dragon fruit to really be like, wow, that's amazing. And dragon fruit, you're just kind of kind of a less flavorful banana. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, banana. Sorry, we're in Britain.
Yeah. All right. So the logline.
Please, I have delayed you long enough.
Jack Felton, the owner of a fruit and vegetable delivery company, is found stabbed at home. The detectives must unravel romantic jealousies, family conflicts, and business rivalries to nab the killer. This aired September of 2023.
Great. Okay. Fruit and veg.
Yeah.
How do we think he was murdered? Stabbed. He was stabbed. He was stabbed. It says right there. Okay, great. Perfect. I was trying to get in a fruit joke there. It didn't need to happen.
What did you
I don't know. I was
He was diced?
Diced, julienne, something. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, are there any Julian characters now that you've made that joke?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I don't see any right now, but that's just
We'll look for the puns.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I don't think they're going to have puns. This is not the show to have
I
puns.
know. I'm just saying it would be a little wink wink in the character names if they did.
Yeah. So when we started watching this show, I was like, this guy is so familiar. And maybe everybody else in the world keeps track of people and actors. And
More
is like,
than you?
Of course I remember this person. Yeah, I did not remember him. So he's prolific. He was in Killing Eve. I don't remember that, but he was in Killing Eve.
We're
talking about Adrian Scarp. Yeah.
Max Arnold.
Max Arnold. He was in Up the Women, which I loved that show, but he plays a totally different. He plays one of the guys who's like the keeper, the maintenance guy at their groundskeeper maintenance guy at their building.
Okay.
I love that show. Watch it. It's so hilarious. He's also in Miranda.
What?
I know. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. He must have been just like a customer. See?
Yeah. He was also in Crashing, which is a show with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. But in this, he's doing the serious guy who loves classical music.
Loves classical music. Also has a little bit of I wouldn't call it a disability, but like he's got something he needs to overcome. You know what I mean? Like he's not like everybody else, I guess would be the best way to put it. Which of course, I mean, he's a ginger. So there's that.
There is that.
No, he's a little bit autistic is what I think it's meant to be.
Think?
Or he's autistic or he's at the very least dyslexic. Because he's constant. That's why he's constantly
like Will Trent taking pictures of everything.
Well, Will Trent does his verbal notes, but yes, you're right. Max
does.
He takes pictures of everything because the words get all jumbled to him, and he asks people to read things to him, and he takes pictures, and that which is great because it's TV, so he gets to take a lot of pictures and like put things up on the board.
They say that in the first episode that his father owned a bookshop and would read to him. He was like, they didn't know that I was dyslexic. They didn't have any treatment for it. But my father decided to read to me. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
yes,
it's a very touching. And it puts together the whole idea of him again being pushed out from his neighborhood because his father owned a bookshop in the neighborhood, which is now an empty building. Yeah. So like he's getting pushed out. These people are getting pushed out. So that's all there.
Yeah. Well, so other folks to talk about. I just want to mention Lucy Phelps. Well, and Peter Bancoli. Everybody, Peter Bancoli. I have heard people complain about how British actors do not fill out their IMDb's. Really, like their agent. Yeah, we come across it all the time. Like actors, their agents, or I don't know who takes care of this. If like the actor is the one who like goes ham on their. He completely filled out IMDb. Like,
read the brief.
Good job. He's got his reel on there. He's got other videos. He's got tons and tons and tons of pictures. I do not mind that they're all like him with other famous people, but there's sometimes there's like him with the director, him with other crew people. It's just him on set, like maybe in his costume and then pictures obviously also from the show, but he's loaded it all up and it's very well done. And he has some great credits. So he should. Like, thank God, but like he wins the award, all the stars.
Peter, congratulations. You win this week's Whodunnit Very Good Job Award.
Yes.
Thank you for filling out your IMDb. You get a gold star on our Sidewalk of IMDb honor.
Yes.
So who does Peter play in the show?
He is DC Connor Pollock.
Okay.
And he's delightful.
Is he he's one of the wacky sidekicks, right?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a quip now and then.
He has a quip now and then.
Or
they toss him a bone.
A little snarky comment that he'll make about something or, but then he goes in for the interviews and does the hard questions.
Okay.
He's was in Bodkin, which I can't say enough about that show. So great.
Who knew?
A show about podcasters.
A podcaster's going and solving a mystery. Kind of right in the middle of Jessica's Venn diagram right there.
Lucy Phelps plays DC Jess Lombard. So it's DC Connor Pollock and then DC Jess Lombard. They're the two supporting detective constables. So Lucy trained at the London Academy of Music and Drama. She's done a number of RSC shows that were recorded for film and TV. She's also done other TV. She was in a New Tricks episode. But I want to say two things. Her first film credit was a movie called Jab Tan Hai John, which is a 2012 Indian Hindi language romantic drama.
Got it.
And here is the log line for this film. Samar meets Mira in London and they fall in love. Samar, however, meets with a serious accident and Mira vows to God to leave Samar if God saves Samar. Samar, angered with God, becomes a bomb disposal chief in the Indian Army. And here he meets Akira. Is she able to unravel the mysteries? Does Samar win the battle or does God surrender to his love? I don't understand who Lucy played in this movie. I kind of don't care. Holy moly, that was a fantastic logline.
God and bomb disposal. Like, come on. How often do you get those in a logline?
Yeah, it's like Romeo and Juliet met, and then because Juliet died...
Juliet didn't die. Romeo died.
Well...
Romeo met in an accident, so Juliet was just like, if you let Romeo live, I'll leave him. Why? Why is that the bargain?
And so then Romeo becomes a bomb disposal this is crazy.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so great. But TV show, her first TV credit. This TV movie is called William and Catherine, A Royal Romance for the Hallmark Channel.
I love this.
In which Jean Smart of Hacks, you know who Jean Smart is, and Designing Women, American Lady, plays Camilla. She plays Her Royal Highness Camilla. And then Victor Garber, who he can occasionally pull off kind of a British accent. I mean, I'm not saying Jean Smart can't, but Victor Garber played Prince, now King Charles, like His Royal Highness, Prince King Charles. Yeah, I was like, what? That is so crazy.
Guest stars.
Okay. So, we have some really fun guest stars in this, people that you've seen before. So, Rashawn Stone will play Pete McLeod, and we last saw him as the plastic surgeon and record aficionado in A Terrible Marriage in McDonald and Dodd's War of the Rose.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so...
that was a disturbing marriage,
yes. Yes. And he's also the Reverend Vicar in Agatha Raisin. He goes away, but he's in like a bunch of episodes, but then he goes on a missionary trip.
Because he needs a side hustle. He needs his BBC side hustle.
Exactly. He was also, I didn't realize this, but he also did some Horrible Histories episodes.
Oh.
Now I want to go track those down. So that was really fun. We'll be able to see him again. And then also Ella Brancolari.
Okay, well that breaks that theory of mine. I had a little theory here that maybe like with Pete might be like Peter Rabbit and all the little different like Beatrix Potter Rabbit names or something like that. But I don't think she uses Ella at all. So that theory's blown out of the water.
Oh, okay.
Ella. So tell me about Ella.
Well, Ella plays Reena Friedman in this episode. Again, she's a guest star. And she has a face that when you look at her, you're like, oh my God, that's Moaning Myrtle from the Harry Potter films. It is not Moaning Myrtle, but she is a dead ringer for Moaning Myrtle. She is a guest star. We've lately seen her on Bridgerton. She was also in the 3rd episode of Ludwig, which is where we saw her and we were like, that's Moaning Myrtle.
Okay.
How can that be? She's so young, because Moaning Myrtle is definitely, whoever that actress is, she's a mature lady now.
Yes.
She was also on 4 seasons of Call the Midwife, All Creatures Great and Small. She was in a movie called Polite Society, which I loved, but I started late and I haven't finished, meaning I fell asleep and we didn't finish watching it. But it's so great. So that is where, I want to put that out there, Jacob, that you will see her and you'll be like, holy crap, why do I recognize her? That's why. And then, guest star in this episode, Patrick Walsh McBride, who plays Caleb Felton. He is guest starring in this episode. He played Sebastian Brunel in Shakespeare and Hathaway, Private Investigators.
Okay, there we go.
Yay!
Don't be suspicious. Oh my God. Okay, I cannot wait to see if they put him in a costume in this one as well.
Yeah. And also...
Sebastian, don't be the bad guy. You can't be the bad guy.
No, I know. He, for some reason...
Or maybe he is, and maybe that's just delicious. Like maybe he's just like, yes, I'll totally do this side hustle if I get to be a bad guy. Right. So I just want to also, before we get started, mention the creator, Peter Finchman. And then the episode is written by Laura Poliakoff. Okay. Good job on that.
Yes.
I could see with that pronunciation. I'm not sure that's right at all, but good college try.
I think it was. You
Very
don't think
No,
that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just saw you kind of like a little hesitation in there, but I'm like, good job. You
I
just
think
you
I nailed
made
it.
a choice. You made a choice and you went with it. I admire that, Herd.
Feel free to write me. And
No, don't
tell
write.
me.
Don't write. That won't help us at all. Send us an audio message.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Correct. And the director is Sarah S. Daly. I'm not sure.
How could you not be sure about Daly?
It's Desdaile.
You're right. I have no idea. I would go with Desley or something on that, but who knows?
S. Daly?
Diley.
S. Daly.
Sure.
That's probably what it is. Sarah
Okay.
S. Daly. Okay.
You are once again listening to Jessica and Jacob try to pronounce different names.
Yeah. All of them have some great credits.
All right. I have to say, right now, my best guess for who the murderer is Jamie Oliver.
You think he's going to show up in this?
I don't know. Sure, why not? Let's get some fruit and veg and Jamie Oliver telling people how to eat right or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, do you want to make
how
a
to
guess?
Eat right and murder?
Right. Do you want to make a guess as to what music Max Arnold listens to while he's trying to figure out the murder board?
I'll go something with ragtime. I'm going to go old-timey,
Really?
like player piano ragtime. Just,
okay.
we talked about old-timey
I was going to say
music.
Rachmaninoff.
Rachmaninoff, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's much more classical music. I was, call back to the whole old-timey thing right there. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Okay. So we've got Jamie Oliver playing ragtime. That's what's happening in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go watch and we'll come back with some guesses.
See you soon.
Okay, Jessica, this show opens with this lovely shot of the Thames River at night and bridges spanning it. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Makes London
beautiful
look
buildings.
Amazing. And this is very definitely leaning into the fairy tale, isn't London just lovely and posh? And
those white buildings of Chelsea.
Exactly, yes.
The fancy architecture surrounding it.
Right. And we'll come back to that. But then it immediately goes to a restaurant called the Fox and Hound, which for me, after like such a little fairy tale thing, going to Fox and Hound immediately put me in mind of Disney and Fox and Hound. And and this made me think, has there ever been a whole like CSI Disney? Like, think of all the cold cases in Disney that need to be solved. Who killed Bambi's mother?
Oh, no, wait, there is. The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh my God, we need to make that canon. The Great Mouse Detective goes through all of the Disney movies and tries to figure out who killed who.
Oh, wow. Great idea.
Cinderella's stepmother. How did she die? Are we so sure that it was natural causes? What happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like Lion King, like the revenge is kind of built into it. But I mean, like all of these shows where the mother dies, and like, do we know how and why? I think justice needs to be done. Justice for all these Disney characters.
I agree. I love that idea.
Let's make that happen, people. Let's go. CSI Disney. Do it up. I also want to talk about, so we'll get to plot in a second here. We need to tackle the important things. The important things like when they show us the body in this, everybody comes into the crime scene and Max and his partner comes in and they have to wear the whole clean room bunny suits.
Yes.
And the coroner is there in the clean room bunny suits. And there is just no way for you to look cool in one of those bunny suits. You just can't do it. This is why American shows, I don't even think CSI makes people wear those at crime scenes. Because sometimes you think, because there's just no way, you just look like a dork. And I think America is just like, oh no, my friend, we are not going to look like dorks.
Well, I think
we have to pursue rugged in our individualistic way.
I think sometimes what you see is all the people working for the coroner and the coroner in a bunny suit. And then you see the detective put on little booties.
Yes, so the detective will put on little booties.
But like Jackson Lamb's still going to walk in his dirty ass jacket, his tie, and, covered in cigarette butts and hair falling out.
The lady from High Potential is not going to put on a rabbit suit. She's going to walk in her mini skirt and high heeled boots. So I love the fact that they're like committing to the bit to like look like
committing
nerds.
to the bit.
But this also raises another question. He is not wearing a beard hair net. He's got this whole bunny suit on,
Yes.
covering his head. Like they go all the way to get to put him in this bunny suit, but he doesn't have a beard hairnet on. Why not? Why are they missing the beard hairnet? I say put him in a full beard hairnet.
Yeah, that is true. They did draw the line there because I was looking at. Was it Sophie
Actually,
Stone?
you know what?
Or...
Just put him in a like full saran wrap. Just wrap them all up in saran wrap and have them like waddle in like.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Sure.
I want to see detectives in like those plastic, those like plastic globes that you can get in and like run in on like.
Yeah, there was an episode of Ghosts.
Yes.
What's his name gets them to be a toy to do while you're visiting.
Sure. Yes. There you go. I want to see
or
detectives.
there are the sumo wrestler.
Oh, the sumo wrestler air
That's
suits.
The
yes.
big Office episode.
But I think the bubbles are better because then you could just like, let's put all our detectives in the bubbles and then just have them roll through the crime scene in the bubbles. Just make sure that they stay completely
and when
sanitary.
they accidentally roll across a knife.
Yes. Found the murder weapon.
Yeah.
That would be great to see some chase scene happening. Like they're like the murderer. They see the murderer at the scene and they're like, stop. And so like they run after him and they're like running down the street and this great big like plastic ball is like bouncing off of cars and like pinballing down the street.
Oh my gosh.
Please, somebody make this happen. I want to see this.
You're a writer. I think you should write
name
it.
one of the characters Jacob and they just do that and like that will be payment enough. Let's bring you up to speed. So Jack, this man in an amazingly large Irish sweater. Fisherman's sweater. Yeah. I mean, he is swimming in this sweater. He looks like an 8-year-old who's put on his dad's sweater. This thing is so big.
You think? I don't know.
Okay,
it's just
maybe it's
a
not
hipster look.
Okay.
That he's really working at this pub.
Yeah, he's working at, it's a gastropub. This is definitely not like a down on it. Like this is a Chelsea pub. This is interesting. Okay, so Jack is on a date with a lady named Reena. Jack is being mysterious about his past, and Reena keeps trying to talk about the bodies in his basement. They're at dinner, and somebody walked. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. He calls it Chelsea. She says Kelsey.
She does?
She says Kelsey.
I didn't.
So I don't know if is that a class thing or is that a like you were talking about Eastern Europe immigration thing. Like he kind of gently corrects her that it's Chelsea. And so I don't know if that's like teasing about class or teasing about like nationality. In any event, they're on this date. This guy comes in, dreadlocks, goes to try to talk to Jack. Reena has just asked Jack if he has any bodies in the basement. This guy
as a joke, trying to be like, tell me about yourself.
Yes, exactly, as a joke.
But she knows apparently that he is a fruit and veg man.
Yes, an organic fruits and veg. Like that's where we come in on this.
So I feel like why was she pressing? I guess whatever. That's his job. That's not his person.
That's not who he is.
Yes,
right. That's not his hopes, his dreams.
Yes.
So this guy comes in and says, look, I'm just trying to warn you. And Jack's like, you got a lot of nerve showing your face in here. And the bar owner, manager, lady in charge.
I think they're called the landlord.
The landlord, sure. She comes over and she's like, you got a lot of nerve showing up here. You need to get out. And he's like, all right, don't say I didn't try to warn you, to Jack.
Yeah.
And he leaves.
His name is Kai.
Why does Reena stay on this date?
Yeah.
So this guy has nearly just gotten into a fight at a bar. Someone's here trying to warn him of something. This person warning him is getting kicked out by the landlady. Like, for me, I'm like, lady, these are some red flags here.
Yeah.
So they go walking on a bridge and it's very lovely at night. And he goes in for the kiss and they have a kiss and he invites her back to his place. So they walk down his place and they do a fun little thing where like they're walking down the steps of this bridge and Max rides his bike past them. Very cute. Anyways, the next morning, Reena is asleep in this chair and you think she might be dead. Her like head is at this weird angle. Turns out she's not dead. She's just sleeping at work. Her boss comes in. She's some kind of seamstress. There's some contract that's still up, unsteady.
Making clothes.
Reena's excited. The date went well. Jack has already asked to see her again at dinner tonight. The boss is not happy about this, partly because she needs Reena awake and fresh for the job the next day. And also because she doesn't trust people on the apps.
Yeah.
Whatever. Reena goes to meet Jack for dinner. He doesn't show up. She gets increasingly aggressive, shall we say. She calls him. He doesn't show up. She goes to his house and then to the window. And at this point, I was like, okay, you're not right in the head, lady. Like, this is not normal behavior.
Yeah.
When she goes, like, first of all, going to his house and getting, like, that's like, whoa, like, don't do that. And then she goes around the side to the window and starts banging on the window, being like, Jack, I know you're in there. And, like, screams at the top, loses her mind, screams at the top of her lungs, I know you're in there, you piece of shit. Like, yeah. And at this point, you're like, okay, this is why you ignored the red flags, because you're cuckoo.
Right.
There is something going on with
you. She also sees in the window that there's like a meal on the table and two glasses and a beer.
Yeah, he has clearly set the table for somebody. There's somebody else there other than just him. Cut to the next morning. You can see into the living room. There's a couch and a table. Well, turns out Jack has been murdered behind the couch. So you wouldn't have been able to see his body from the window outside. But he's been murdered. The coroner is there. I forget her name.
Her CMO, Ashley Wilton, played by Sophie Stone, the first deaf person to win a place at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA. And in 2015, she became the first deaf actress on Doctor Who.
Oh, wow. Good for her.
And she's been on a bunch of shows, tons of work.
Well, as we've decided, you need lots of side hustles.
Yes.
So I'm just going to refer to every guest star as a side hustle now. In any event, so there you go. Max and his partner come in. They look at it. They learn. And we were able to watch this, people, because it was still during the title sequence that Jack was stabbed multiple times with a small knife. That's what we've got. Jessica, you were so quick with your guess. What have you got?
I'm just playing the game, right?
Yeah.
So you did not mention that while they were on the bridge and walking across, and just before the kiss, she looks out over the bridge.
Yeah.
And he looks at his phone.
Yeah, oh, yes, you're right.
Because somebody named Sophie is calling him.
Right.
And
which
he cancels the call and puts it right to voicemail. And we know from hearing his voicemail when Reena is calling him that he says, "Hi, you've reached Jack. Don't leave a message.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later," or something. So we don't know if Sophie left a message, but he tucks the phone back in and then totally kisses Reena, and it's this dramatic, beautiful, dreamy, and so I think that this is Sophie who killed him after he had lunch and beers with Kai. And so they're gonna blame Kai because Kai maybe had the beer or he invited Kai over because he was like, all right, fine, tell me what's the deal. That was just supposed to be a lunch meeting at his place, but then Kai leaves or I don't know, maybe they get into a fight or something, and Sophie comes in and is like, "You bastard, I know you're dating other people," because he just has like lots of jealous lovers, as it turns out. He's like a jealous lover magnet.
Oh, okay.
And and she kills him.
Okay, so you got Sophie.
Yeah, I'm saying somebody named Sophie.
All right. I'm going to change my guess because here's the thing. Because you're right. One of the things we learned is that he was killed with a small bladed knife. Well, what is my favorite kitchen knife? It's a paring knife. So I think he was killed with fruit and veg. I think he was killed with a paring knife. So I think Sophie was calling him. So in my mind, this is Sophie Turner. And Sophie Turner is under a lot of stress filming Game of Thrones.
I mean, that's over by this time.
Just wait. This is a fictional world. She's like Sophie in some other great big like fantasy show or something like that. And she's very concerned about her health, and she has to be on top of her game because they're filming all of these episodes. She's only used to filming 3 episodes a year, and now she's got to film like 10 episodes for HBO, and it's killing her. And the only thing that's keeping her sane is her organic fruit and veg from Crafty.
Oh.
And then she finds out that Jack was lying to her about them not actually being organic fruit and veg. And so she loses her mind too, because again, like you said, he's a magnet for like unstable people, probably because he's a little unstable himself, especially like lying to everybody. So she, Game of Thrones, has training in sword and knife work and all this stuff. And so she just takes the paring knife and just stabs him. Okay, that was my first guess. But you already guessed Sophie, so I'm not going to guess Sophie. But what I am going to say is it's not Sophie, it's the crafty person. Kai is going to warn him. The person who supplies the food for the show has figured out that it's not actually organic. He's coming for you. Sophie has found out that the crafts person is mad at him.
On the TV show?
On the TV show. So Sophie's like trying to call...
What TV
show? Game of Thrones or, Lords and Legends. We'll say Lords and Legends, the new international dragon show, Lords and Legends, that is filming in Britain. And he's supplying all the organic fruit and veg for craft services. And so Sophie's trying to call him because Sophie's just like, oh my God, somebody has discovered that this isn't organic. But I say that it was the craft services person whom he betrayed with the organic fruit and veg and caused this person to lose his contract. This guy has lost his contract with Fancy International Movie Production House. So that is my guess. Which is now starring the mouse from The Great Mouse Detective.
I love that. That's really in-depth. And I love that turn of events because mine was so basic. It was just like, it was because of, cheating, love, and that stuff.
Cheating, love.
Attraction, jealousy. And yours is like, because the food was not organic.
Yeah. And I think Kai, I'm not sure what that relationship is about, but yeah, I think Kai was trying to warn him and everybody's trying to warn him. And he's like, I'm never going to get caught. Who knows about organic anyways? They're like, yeah.
Organic versus
non-organic.
What?
I think it ruined this craft services person. And so there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
No. That's also a good thing. Like all the craft services people out for revenge.
Now I'm thinking about Reena, and I don't think that she killed him.
Oh, no, not at all.
And she's saying all that stuff about the bodies are buried here and there. But I wonder if there's actually something else going on there. No, you think it's just straight love affair.
Well, I think it's just a straight love affair. I mean, I definitely think she's going to be hiding because I think she might have gone in and dropped some evidence or left some fingerprints that somehow, like she's going to be a suspect at some point.
Well, she's going to have called him 3 times.
Right.
That's going to look suspect.
She's going to have called him.
And then she's yelling and out in the neighborhood. There's people definitely around
neighbors,
being
CCTV.
like, and
I hope she doesn't die.
CCTV.
Like, I hope she doesn't.
And the window was partially open when she's shouting.
Right.
So somebody maybe had crawled in.
I think she maybe crawled in. Like, I think she might have lost her mind and then, like, opened the window and crawled in herself.
After the camera
Yeah, exactly.
cut away.
After we cut away from her. I think they're going to find, like, her fingerprints at the scene or something. But maybe not.
Maybe she has a history. Maybe she has bodies buried.
Maybe, you're right. Maybe she does.
That's why she's going so aggro.
Yeah.
If we could say that.
She is
outside
aggro,
the window
is
because she's had a lot of experiences of people cheating on her or ghosting her.
Or she's just unstable like this. And so she takes matters into her own hands after bad dates.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be all fatal attraction reductionist about it, but maybe that's the trope that they're leading into with her.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's going to be more to the story.
Oh, 100%.
Like
100%.
Your guess sounds very reasonable.
I mean, she's got to have some stepsisters, I think, that have just like made her clean up all the bird seed and everything else. And so she's just making all of these clothes, but she's never actually able to go to the ball. She just lost her mind. She's just like, you are finally my Prince Charming. I'm really leaning into Disney hard on this.
Yeah, you are. All right. Well.
Yeah, let's go put on our clean suits and find out if we were right.
All right. See you soon.
I should have known, Jessica.
Yes.
I should have known as soon as you told me that our sweet, sweet Sebastian, Patrick, I'm sorry I forget your last name, Patrick, but as soon as we knew that Sebastian was in this episode, that he was going to be the villain. I should have known because he's just so sweet. You just want to pinch his cheeks. You just want to pinch his cheeks and be like, oh my God, you're adorable. Tell me everything all about your day. What are you doing now? You're a piano player in this one? Oh, it sounds beautiful. Oh my God. He's so likable. He's so sweet. You just want to put him in a blanket and give him some cocoa and be like, don't let anything happen to him.
Did you? I actually thought in the first scene when he shows up, Patrick Walsh McBride is his name.
Fair enough. Thank you. Say it. Patrick Walsh McBride. Sure. Okay.
He seems a little brash and like mean and sort of sassy about his brother, having just found out that his brother is dead, supposedly.
Right, because he killed him, so he knows, but he's just finding out.
Yeah, according to the...
Clutch my pearls?
Yeah, according to the detectives, it seems, or the show he's putting on for the detectives, this is his first time, but he's saying, he had a lot of women, speaking about his brother.
Oh, right.
And I can't remember some of the other things, but he was just harsh. And...
Well, it turns out he was, in fact, angry at his brother.
Yes. So there is that.
Thinking about actors, thinking about who done it, it's always the person you least expect. Of course, I was going to suspect Patrick least of all because he's my chum. He's a friend. He's just a sweet, friendly, funny guy. So of course it was him who was the bad guy. Neither of us got it right.
Yeah,
we were both wrong. But I so enjoyed him. He did not chew the scenery.
No.
He was very good. He's tall. I had forgotten just how tall he was.
So tall.
Everybody in this episode literally has to look up to him.
Yeah, even the police that come to take him away.
Which is like that scene is one of the few where he's not sitting down.
Yes, you're right. Otherwise, he's at the piano.
And he's nearly as tall as the delivery van.
Or he's looking out the window, but at least he's not next to anybody. Anybody. Yeah. That was pretty funny. He is very tall.
So, Sebastian did it. Patrick did it. It's Sebastian Patrick. What is his name in this episode? What is his character's name? Caleb did it. Caleb is James's brother. So the family has fallen on hard times. There's been their father.
Well, everybody in this episode needs money or has some sort of issue. I wrote down needs money. It's a big theme for all the people.
All of the suspects. None of our main characters. Our main characters seem to be doing okay money wise, but but everybody who they talk to needs money, and it's definitely...
Oh, well, that's interesting. You're right, because the detectives are all stable. She has just moved into kind of the area and is getting to know her locals. Layla. And then he is settled in on his houseboat.
Yes, his musty houseboat.
Yeah. Where he sits outside, and Aunt Olivia comes over to sit on the patio.
Olivia makes the quickest cheese board I have ever seen in my life. She is charcuterie board. She is gone for 30 seconds and comes back with a full-on tray. It's just
she texts him while she's gone.
Yes,
she's the magic of fast TV.
Within 30 seconds, she has gone inside, made a charcuterie board, and did she create and log in for him on these apps, or did she just say you should be on this dating app?
Yeah, here's the one.
So and then she's back out in 30 seconds to talk about everything that's going on.
She only really theoretically went in to get a glass for herself to drink wine with him.
Yeah, and came out. Yeah, it was beautiful. We love Aunt Olivia.
Yes.
So
shout out Francis Barber.
So Caleb did it. The family was on hard times because a year earlier, the father had gotten for more than a year earlier. A year earlier, it was found that the father had been engaging in tax fraud and so owed a lot of money to revenue. And then there were all bunches of machinations where to sell the house, to not sell the house. They weren't kidding when they were saying that everybody in this episode is holding secrets from somebody else.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different
unravel
secret
romantic jealousies, family conflicts, rivalries.
Yeah. Everybody has a secret. As an actor, if you the whole thing where it's just what's your secret coming into the scene?
Yes,
you know what? Everybody's got
one.
Everybody's got one. Everyone's got secret resentments. Everyone's got secret motivations. Everybody has a secret.
Even the things that you think are really straightforward, like the relationship with Sophie. Which was not a relationship, actually, or it seems like she was actually
let's unpack that for a second. So Sophie is married to some other guy. So Sophie's married to this other guy, but did have a fling with Jack years in the past, and is now
it was college,
uni, because he went to Cambridge. So please, uni, s'il vous plaît, which, as we know from our last episode, that's where all the nerds go to. Oxford is for the partiers, Cambridge is for the nerds who really want to study. But she and Jack got together in uni. Now, I forget how they kind of came back into each other's orbit. I think it was just weed. It was weed because he was growing pot and selling to his friends, and then he graduated to selling Class A or Grade A, I forget. Class A substances with her. So they go off on this weekend.
Not over the counter, not.
It's your cocaine. It's all that kind of stuff. So they go off for a weekend trip, and
we would call them illegal.
Well, yeah. In any event, they go off for a weekend trip, and at first you think, oh, they're getting it on. But like, no, they're not actually. They're just she's just helping him sell these drugs. So it's like layer upon layer upon, but the husband thinks that they're doing that. He's jealous about them.
The detectives think that she's having an affair. He thinks for a second that she's having an affair. Goes and follows her.
He still does at the end of it. He's just like, he knows they were together. But he also knows that she didn't there's all there really were secrets. Everybody had a secret.
Yeah.
Everybody
Even
did.
the mom who was like, no secrets, in the end was like, oh, I was holding a secret.
I was holding a secret too, because she was selling the house in order to get the money to send Caleb to this prestigious art school in California so he could compose his piano music. But he didn't know that, so he was pushing his brother Jack to sell Class A drugs so that he could get the money to pay for the school, because when Jack went to college, they had the money from all the tax fraud. So he went to Cambridge and it was fine. So Caleb feels resentful about all this. And when Jack says, I don't want to do this anymore.
He wants to go legit.
Because
he wants
he's in
to
love
be
with Reena. Who I'm like, oh, dude, you've got talk about both red flags on either side of this relationship here.
You think?
I think
in the end, I thought that Reena was innocent of all the, I mean, she was angry when he didn't.
After 2 dates, for her to go to somebody's home and scream in public outside the thing that she's that's some red flags right there. They make it seem as if oh, this really could have been true love, and that's nice for Reena, and I'm glad she gets that. But no, my friend, no, there are some red flags right there.
I mean, she was devastated by that other relationship, and then that guy jumped off of the bridge.
Yeah, her ex-boyfriend jumped off a bridge to kill himself a week after they broke up.
They were even together for very long, were they?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But in any event,
that's why everybody thinks that she's
unstable,
or that's her secret is she doesn't want to. She lies about having gone over to the house and yelled into the window, and because she realizes, oh, this isn't going to look cute after the other relationship that I had where I flipped out and when the guy broke up with me and then he killed himself. And so I could get, this could all just go very poorly for me or my sister. Right. And we're trying to get this contract, which, by the way, this person that their investor from the neighborhood who's very Tony, has a lot of money.
He works for, I love the name of the bank that he works for. He works for Morgan and Featherstone, which might just be the most British name. That's him.
I thought that was the husband of Sophie who said he worked for Morgan and Featherstone.
Whoever. The fact that somebody works works at a financial institution named Morgan and Featherstone. I was like, come on. What are we, Quincy and Jingleberry? That's my competitive firm. Or Cobweb and Peas Blossom. That's another bank you can go to. What are these banks, Britton? Come on.
Yeah. Totally. But Nicholas from Featherstone, Morgan and Featherstone, he says that
Morgan and Featherstone shouldn't be a bank. They should provide high quality bedding.
Oh, well.
Morgan and Featherstone.
Featherstone? I don't know that you want to.
You don't want to sleep on a Featherstone mattress?
Morgan and Feather, maybe, but
I don't know. Morgan and Featherstone feels like a high quality mattress to me.
That feels like a Jacob's Ladder scenario. No, I just mean that Jacob sleeps on a rock.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Biblically
biblically, he's sleeping on a rock at that point. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's for horses. Maybe they develop horse skin. Morgan and Featherstone. All of your horse shoes
want to sleep on stones?
No, it's just they make wool blankets and iron horseshoes. Morgan and Featherstone for all your high end horse racing needs.
For all your a catalog of French cottage home goods.
Oh, yes.
So
100%.
I mean, I could see that they sell linen, but then they also sell dried lavender in in stainless steel or not those tin little
buckets that they come in. Yes,
that are
yes,
that have the treatment on them.
But Morgan and Featherstone is very British, so it would be like that's the British importing company. Like they're not like they import it from some like Guillaume or something who's like French, but like Morgan and Featherstone, they're your British cottage people. They're who you go to if you want some like good British like pond stones or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Morgan and Featherstone.
Wow. I think this is a side brand of all the merch left on the table that I have, but we can put a pin on that.
We'll put a pin on that.
I just wanted to say about Nicholas from the bank.
We still haven't told anybody how Caleb did it, but sure, go to the bank and then we'll come back to it.
I'm just saying, like, when he somehow he pulls out of the contract, he's like, no, I don't want to do this contract for investment because we've heard things in the neighborhood about you guys and it's very suspect and we just don't want to be involved with that. And I'm like, you've heard what from who? The police showed up once and asked you some questions.
They didn't even ask him any questions.
Yes.
Just wanted to speak to them. So yes, he pulls. So what it is Reena and her sister. What's her sister's name?
I don't know. Isabel?
I don't know. Reena and her sister. Their sewing shop. It's not a millinery because they do more than hats. But anyways, they're tailors.
They're tailors.
Their tailor shop, which has been in the family for generations, is about to go under unless they get this investment. So the fact that like her sister Reena is now involved in this murder investigation is horribly scandalous. Sadie,
Friedman,
horribly
played
scandalous.
by Dorothea Meyer Bennett.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Anyways, but that's why the guy pulled out, and that's why it's a horrible. Reena feels doubly bad now because this guy has like left her. And she's just ruined the family business. And that causes strife between the two sisters.
Yes.
So, anyway.
Yeah, I just thought that was ridiculous. Like, who are you hearing this from? Next door, Chelsea?
Look, just because people are going to Instagram to find out who they should invest in now, you can't knock it. It's fine.
I guess. I just, like, I don't know. What are people saying about us? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
What could they say about it? They have 2 gray cars. Oh my God. One of the things I liked about this, and this goes to the director, I forget the director's name. We mentioned it earlier.
Oh, the director is Sarah S. Dale. Oh, shoot. I learned how to say it, and then I've forgotten. But go ahead.
I love all of the outdoor scenes, all of the extra scenes. Like we made fun of, it wasn't Whitstable and Pearl. It was the Scott and Bailey. We made fun of just the random extras sitting in the middle of nowhere in those scenes that they would have. Yeah. But this one, they did really good extra work in this. There was always somebody like walking in the background, just a little bit of life or movement. Everybody had very nice scarves. All the extras had very nice scarves. There was a lot of
beautiful wool in this episode.
Yes. So like people walking down and in the background and everything like that. I wrote it. I was like, very good extra work on this. I like it. Well,
yeah. Yeah, the DS Layla always had a beautiful jumpsuit with some sort of like green sweater, wool, like cashmere sweater underneath it. Well, I think it was blue or black.
Maybe.
And then she had the sweater underneath it because it was like a 3/4 sleeve jumpsuit. And then, but the CMO, or chief medical officer, coroner. She was wearing this beautiful check, like maxi dress.
Yes.
Like big checks. It was really, it was so striking. Everybody was wearing this gorgeous stuff.
And she had some shade. She threw some shade this episode. For they really were leading into the interviews on this episode. So she was just slinging back and forth today. She was just like,
I
can't solve all your murders for you.
Yes. They're like,
wait,
no,
what? And then she reveals a key piece of evidence, and they're like, we got him. And she's like, don't you mean I got him?
Yes.
She's like, damn, bringing it. But in the end, I will say this, they do pay that off too, but in the end, it's not the coroner's evidence that gets them. It's a different piece of evidence and a different chain of relationships that leads him to Caleb.
Yes. So it's the handwriting.
It is. It's the handwriting from the scores that he did. So
yeah.
Anyway, yes, it was very nice. Very well done.
Okay, Jacob. Well, how many Christies would you do?
You know what? At least 7 Christies for me on this. The only reason I would, maybe even 8, the only reason I would ding it for the Christies is because like in your classic Agatha Christie, there are multiple people trying to kill somebody for different reasons and at different times, or you know what I mean? But there are like multiple perpetrators.
And multiple bodies sometimes. And
exactly,
people going at diametrically opposing, like they have different motives, but they all seem connected.
Right.
But then they're not.
Right. So this had many, like we've said, many layers, many reveals, I won't say reversals, but it's like so many secrets being kept from everybody else, and walking through it all and going from like one reveal to the next, to this curtain being drawn apart, to this curtain being drawn apart.
Yeah.
Like, and I was literally, like I said, I should have known just from the cast list, because Patrick is just, there you go, it's got to be him. But so many, like the characters themselves felt so real, and all the different secrets they held. So no, at least 7 Christies on this for me.
Yeah, so I was going to say too, like you mentioned earlier, like that there weren't reversals in this. It just kind of, everything flowed from one thing to the next. And that was what I was kind of missing on it. And so, yeah, I think I was also thinking, I wrote in my notes all the Christies because there were so many suspects. I also feel wrong about giving all the Christies to a show that's 80 to 90 minutes long, because they have so much time.
Right.
Of course, they can have a cast of 20
the reveals and everything,
and have all those reveals. So, it seems
90
unfair
minutes with no
for
commercials.
a 45-minute show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a 40-minute show. Or
No, 44 minutes is what you get on like High Potential, 44 minutes.
Okay.
Poker Face gets a little bit longer because it's straight. No, I'm not sure that it is, because eventually those have to be broadcast on NBC, but maybe not. I don't know. But yes, High Potential, 44 minutes. Like a standard broadcast show, hour long, is 44 minutes now. So yeah, if you've got double the time.
To judge it the same. But I just didn't feel like there were reversals on this. Mm-hmm. There were a couple dead ends. And now that I think about it. So to go back on some of the things that I said before.
Liar.
Well, they weren't like dead ends, like it meant nothing. It was just that they weren't getting anything from anybody, from this person.
Yeah, like the husband, Sophie's husband. Like there was just a little bit there. But I did like, even again with the secrets, like even he was lying to protect his wife, and then he was lying to kind of protect himself, and then he was guilty. He felt guilty over the fact that like, I didn't trust my wife, but it turns out she was trustworthy. So like, yeah, I don't know. There was just an emotional depth to everything that I dug.
Yeah, that is true. That is really true. That scene, and then the sisters and their
the sisters and their, like, because there was some important resentment going on there. My gosh.
Yeah. So I would say 7. I would also give this a 7.
So that's really like, that's a pretty high score on the Christies for us, for both of us. Yeah. So well done, Chelsea Detective. But for the rest of you, before you go,
be sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast. Give us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Or just tell a mystery-loving friend about us. They can't listen to true crime all the time.
You can get more Whodunnit and join the discussion at Patreon. You can join at $5 and $10 month levels.
You'll get raw footage, exclusive episodes, access to live shows, more info coming up about that, we swear. Just so join us over at patreon.com/Whodunnit podcast.
And you can stay in touch at whodunnitpodcast@gmail.com or Instagram and Facebook at Whodunnit Podcast.
We'll see you next time.
This closing script is officially approved by the Totally Fake Podcasting Adjudication Board.
I'm going to refer to guest stars now as people looking for a side hustle. This is everybody's like, I gotta have a side hustle. I got my main gig over here, but I need a side hustle. Can you give me a guest star over here on something?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of these people, it's guest star-orama because they're waiting for their silent witness. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if the British actually like a silent witness job.
Right. They're like, no, I can't be tied down. I need to be free.
Exactly.
3 episodes is all.
Try something else.
Everything's a side hustle. Yes, exactly. I get bored. I want to do something else.
Yeah. I mean, security is great, but some people
maybe life is different if you have nationalized healthcare and you don't need to worry about keeping your insurance.
There you go.
You don't need to be paying that off all the time.
Wow. Okay, that's so true.
Yeah. So everything gets to be a side hustle.